Anybody's never ever seen it, this is Sydney's driverless train railway line. This is the thing Gladys has got running. And she goes all the way from Schofields, all the way down to North Sydney. And it's a driverless train. That's right. So we're going to get out and we're going to go for a train. I call it a tram. To me, it's really a tram. Because if you sit in a train, you face forward. You don't sit sideways. Okay, where am I? I'm in Schofields. Just down the road. And there we go. We've got some old houses, been out here since about the 1980s. And then we've got houses like that. Now you notice the roads don't have any gutters. Applegum Estate. So people now bought all these old farms out. And this is what it's all turning into. This is all part of Gladys's great project. Oh, sorry, you didn't see that, did you? Let's have a look. All of this crap. This is meant to be a house. This is not the Australian dream. You have a house in the backyard. This is what they're turning it into. That's all grey roof houses. Don't believe me? Let's get down and have a look. It's all this. All this here was cow paddocks when I was a kid. 50 years ago. This is what the Australian dream is. But look what's across the road. Now look what's over there. More grey roof houses, look. Thousands of them. And I mean thousands. Get on Google Earth and have a look. Look at that. There's original old farm down there. It's just spreading. It's spreading like a bacterial infection. These are probably people I used to go to school with. Probably used to when it lived out here. Look at that. Look at that old wooden shed over there. Oh, just going to demolish it. Doesn't matter. Sydney's expanding. See? Look at the old big chook sheds. That's where we used to get all our eggs from. They're all gone now. All closed up. Look, it's been fenced off. They're pulling them all down. We don't get our own chicken eggs anymore. We're going to get them from China. Yeah, China. No wonder Australia's going backwards. Look at that. That there is an abandoned house. That's the one I just went past. Let's have a look. And look, we're right across the road. This crap. And the majority of people I've seen out here are Indians and every other nationality, not being racist, but not white Caucasian. That's all the immigrants are buying them up. I think it's lovely. They think they're out in the country. But they don't realise the Australian country house, backyard, used to be like that, with a backyard. See? That's empty. It's been vacated. They're still there. They're still there. Now this up here is going to blow your socks off. You ready for it? Now they're still living there. Check out the road. Oh look, that is the end, the beginning of the Sydney driverless train. That's it. And look at this. All these homes here have been evacuated. Boarded up, closed off. Let's have a look. Big beautiful house, look at that. These people probably lived out here all their lives and said, oh no, we're lovely and sweet. We're out here in the country. We're way past Blacktown. We won't get bamboozled by the city. So let's just have a quick look. That's all the electric train yard. And they don't want you really parking here anywhere. But I don't care, my car just broke down. Let's go in here and have a look. There's plenty of road. There's plenty of room. Let's go and have a look. We'll show you. It's a dead end road anyway. So down there, we've got a farmers. All these big bridges would never ever here. All this here was dairy country. Dairy farms. Now, you're not going to believe this. See, I was right. Look what they're doing. They're putting more overhead wires in on a brand new railway line. Why is that? Is it going to be a dead end? Hopefully. But this is supposed to be. And you know the other trick they're doing? They use a small gauge wire so your camera can't record. And look how high they put the fences up. So you can't see. Alright, let's do it this way. They're all railway sheds. Now there's a driverless train. Let's have a look. You can see one just there. There it is there, the blue looking thing. Yeah, there's no train drivers. Look at them all way down the back. Now I've got to get my camera lined up through the hole. It's focusing on the fence. There's rows and rows of them. She bought hundreds and hundreds of carriages. All those railway yards in there fill up with driverless trains. And she reckons she's not going to join it up in a complete circle. Well, let's just have a look. This is what they call Tallawong Station. I was talking to a lady in Parramatta Park. She said, oh yeah, but Sydney needs trains. I said, I know that. But do we really need these horrible there it is. The driverless train. Nobody's in it. No driver, no guard. And to me, they look ugly. It's all computer control. They look like something out of a sci-fi movie. And look at all the houses out here. There's all houses out, thousands of houses now. 20 years ago, there was no houses. Okay, people have got to move and live somewhere. But really, did we really need such a great big new depot with driverless trains? What's wrong with the Sydney double-decker trains in the country? Why do we need these ugly looking things? Let's go for a ride. Alright, this is Tallawong Station. This is how it works. You walk up here, have your Apple card, and you ding it on the thing. Alright? Yeah, the amount of people out here is bugger all. So we've got rubbish bins, we've got toilets, nappy change room. There goes the driverless train I just filmed coming in. Alright, let's have a look. This is what they call now called a railway station. So we've got a men's and ladies toilet with a baby thing, I think. Unisex ambulance toilet. This is the great thing. Gladys Berejiklian said, oh, it's going to be huge, huge success. I don't see it being a huge success. There's all apartments being built all over there, like I just out down the back streets. There's all houses way over there. But what snuffed it up for is coronavirus. There's nobody. Now, this is the driverless train. We're going to get on and get off again. I'm not going to go. Now, this is the problem. So you've got the glass doors on the platform. So what you do, see, you're allowed to get on. And people call this a train. I don't call it a train, I call it a tram. You're sitting sideways. Isn't that what a tram is? Let's get in and have a look up the front. See what happens here? The glass door shut on the platform. And the glass door then shut on the train. Tram. I still call it a tram. There's nobody here. Completely computer operated. If I end up going for a tram ride, that's it. So if you want to see what it looks like looking at the front of a tram, this is the best one to catch if you want to look down at rails. See, look, there's another one over there. Nobody in them. People just don't get it. Would you like to sit on this for an hour and a half? Look how long it is. And this is their safety doors. This I agree with because it stops kids running and getting onto the tracks. I just want to say this man, he must ask something. Hang on. Alright.
So are you making a documentary or something?
Yeah, I'm just telling the story. I do trains all over New South Wales, so you want to talk on it? The camera's on now. Do you want to talk on it? Like,
No, I'm not allowed to.
No.
But I can tell you I love these trains. These are the best trains. And
You like them?
Futuristic trains.
futuristic,
Future.
but you also work for the company, as you just said. It's on your shirt, Hallstrom. But you never heard the report where the train went up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down between two stations, and it was in the newspapers. Never heard about it. All right. Oh well, anyway, just, they are nice. It is clean stations, I'll give them that. They are a clean train. I'm not going to be nasty, but to me, sitting sideways, I can't do it.
Some people don't like it, some people do. I like it.
But this is the big question. I always say to people, right? And just, I think there's a lot of other people. Who pays for the railways? The taxpayer. Who rides the railways? The taxpayer. So shouldn't the taxpayer be happy? Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're going to fix it?
No, I'm not. I have to jump and see how.
Oh, you're going to get in the back. Yeah, he's going down the... I'm not going to show his face. No, he's going down the back. So, yeah. So that's how many... One... I'm not going to put... I'm not... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... 11, 12, 13, 14... 15 people just got off the one train. I think that's all. Yeah, 15 people on one train. So that guy there, he was Indian. He told me he was from India, and he said they got all through India.
Please stand back from the closing door.
And he was proud of myself. G'day, mate. See, look at that. See. Say hi to my neighbour. All right, let's have a look at this. Hold my hand, son. You make me happy. Proud of myself. G'day, mate. I'm more relaxed now. Let's make more today great. Say hi to my neighbour. What's this one? Let's catch a movie. Feeling is mutual. That's more than enough. Tap on and tap off with my opal. So much to see. Take me to the city. You know what the problem is? The train doesn't go to the city yet. Anyway, this is it. All this great big timber. I will admit, they did a lovely job building it. But his excuse was, the man I was talking to, who works for the company, and he's also Indian, because they are from India. So, I'm going to be blunt, it's got to be prejudiced. He said these trains are better than the double-decker trains, where you face forward, more leg room, and you don't sit sideways. So, let's see if we get out of here. Right? And this is what you get. Yeah, they built all this mural stuff. It's not the railway line I'm complaining about. I'm not complaining the style of the station. What I don't like is the type of train, what she calls a train, which in my view is a tram, because you sit sideways. You get into Melbourne, you catch a tram. What do? You sit sideways. Excuse me, Mr. Dog. Mr. Dog's patiently guarding the car, aren't you, Mr. Dog? He knew I wasn't going to leave him. And look, we'll get the face mask on. Come back to you at Riverstone with a real train. Now that's a big pile of railway's concrete sleepers. There's the railway yard over there in the background. Now I'm heading true south. There's the end of the storage yard. Now they tell me that railway line's not going to go any further across that creek. Do you believe it? I don't believe it. Because if it was, why is that house there empty? Why has that red brick house there been empty? Why is that ground there vacant? Why are those old houses there empty? Why is there an earth moving machinery up there? Look. Why is that all empty? What are they building? There's a brand new road there. That's easy. They'll put one of those great big concrete bridges. I'm getting surrounded by vehicles. Hang on. Bingo. Proves my point. Why is that house there empty? Earthworks Group Company. Oh yeah. So you're going to tell me they're really going to build all houses like that over there? The same ones we looked at earlier on in this video. And they're not going to extend the railway line down here? And they're not going to put a big high bridge up? This road used to be a narrow, dirt, tarred road, like the very beginning of this video. That's why I showed you what it used to be like. Now look at this. Enjoy the convenience of village retail. Look at the palm trees from somebody's old farmhouse. And look, the ground is still empty. I wonder how long until they've got to move out. Because they're obviously not maintaining the house. I wonder how long until they get booted out. As soon as Gladys gets what she wants. Which will be the driverless train from Bankstown through to Glenfield and then take over the Leppington line, and then, like she's already announced, she's going to bring it into St Mary's. Then from St Mary's, she's going to bring it over here to the Riverstone Railway line. And there it is, right there. The Riverstone Railway line. That's the bridge. And this is the big new Schofields railway station. See? So what's she gonna do? She's gonna join that up and take this big new railway station down here, and she's gonna make it into her driverless train. Can you see what's gonna happen? Let's have a gander. I've got cars up my butt. I love doing that. One thing about being an ex-cab driver, you learn to get rid of cars. Now that to me is a real train. There, that is the real train. That's a double-decker train at Schofields going to go to Riverstone or go back into the city. Now can you see how close that is to the end of the driverless train? You're going to tell me she's not going to bring the driverless train and connect it in to this railway. Now, this road this road used to be a narrow tarred road. The back streets of Quakers Hill to Schofields. Because I used to drive it as a cab driver. When I used to pick up from the Schofields airport, which is back there behind me. So when you get down here, let's have a look. So there is the Riverstone Richmond train. That's the big new bridge they built. That used to be solid soil, like that over there. And they built this great big, was it 2 lane? Yeah, 2.5 lane, 3 lane, 1 breakdown lane, motorway. And look, there's the other motorway up the top. People don't realise that. They built another motorway up there behind it. Now look at the buses out here. If you would have said to me 20 years ago, they'll have buses going up that little Schofields road, I'd say, you're kidding me. Yeah, let's see how far wrong I am. This is the Riverstone Railway line. I used to work at Riverstone Railway Station. There's the railway fence. Now what's to say, right there, oh look at that there, isn't that marvellous? Let's get in there, we go in there and we can have a look. Can you see what's happening? Can you see what they're doing? There's the railway line over there, above those cars. Don't say to me, oh, there's trees there. I don't buy that for a second. We all know when they want to build something, a motorway like those huge big bridges they built all the way from here, all the way into Chatswood. Millions of dollars. They're not going to worry about a couple of trees. Right? Tell you right now, what's going to happen right there is you're going to have that driverless train. It's going to come in there, it's going to connect onto that train track. It uses the same overhead wires because it's using the same overhead wires that took over between Epping and Chatswood. And then it's going to come down here. See how narrow this old road is? This is the original road to Schofields. Look how narrow it is. And now look what's here. High-rise units. And where I used to work was right here next to the fire station. That there was Riverstone train station. And now they put a big overpass railway walk bridge. You notice it's got the same big black fence. That's where I used to work, right there. There's old videos show the old Riverstone train station. And it was right in here. And look at the amount of cars going past. You're not going to believe this. And I used to go in the corner shop. Look at this great big thing. That was all little corner shops. There we go. Now we finally get to go. And I work there at Riverstone. Now look at it, all done up. Yeah, there's the railway line. So can you see what's going to happen? She's going to run it down here, her driverless train, and I will bet she'll rip this old bridge out down here and make that a double track just for her driverless train. Now this, last time I was here, was cow paddocks. And now all I can see is houses. Let's have a look. But look, it's still the same narrow old bridge from way back in 1977. And look what's here. Houses. All houses. All this here used to be a dairy farm. And she's going to bring her you run over the brat. Look at this. This is up top of the hill on the other side of the train tracks at Schofields. When I was here as a kid, all this here was just little tiny houses and dairy cows. And look at it now. Been here for years. Solar panels and everything. Bridge Street. And I'll show you where the old railway station used to be. Because I used to stand there at the station door and look at the road where this truck's coming out. Look at the old road. Check this out. See? Now look. Oh, all new road. That is the old Schofields railway station. See the gates? That's where the gates were there. Because that's what they had to do when they took away the old train station. Now they built this big, slow, gentle ramping walkway down. This is a Schofields, my God. This was dairy cow country. And I used to come around here, my mate used to live down here. This is old Schofields. You wait to see what's up here around the corner. See, this is old Schofields. And right up the end of the road used to be a dairy farm. See, this is all old Schofields. Oh look, new stuff already. Because that was a cow paddock. And this here was old Schofields. And then all of a sudden, can you see it? There's old Schofields. There's old Schofields. With a board house. And then boom. Here's a motorway. And that's the motorway we're just down there on. And I said, look up here, see the yellow poles. And look at it. And this over here was the dairy farm. I used to come through and pick up the milk from the dairy cows. And what do you think they put around here now? You worked out where I've gone? I've gone right around a great big circle. I showed the Schofield railway station from just over there. There, look at this. This was a dairy farm. This was the back of a HMAS Narimba. Houses upon houses. Get in the road, I'll stop.